Good morning, friends. How are you? It's good to see you again. As we are going into Holy Week, I have a really special book to read. It's called The Glory Story. It is one of my favorite stories to read at this time of year. And after The Glory Story, I'm going to do The Wonky Donkey. That was a special request by my friend Rachel. She actually sent me that book in the mail. And then another book that a friend sent. It's called The Grumpy Unicorn. But let's start with the glory story right now. My name is Matthias, not much of a name. I'm 4 feet 10 inches and a little bit lame, a little bit chubby and a little bit bald and blowing my nose all the time with a cold. Not much of a name, not much of a size, not much of a man in other men's eyes. I had to climb trees to see everything neat while other men stood on their feet in the street. I was mad at my brothers all taller than I. I was mad at the sparrows because they could fly. I was mad at the horses because they could run, and I was mad at the moon and upset with the sun, and I generally just didn't like anyone. He's grumpy. But I've changed for the better. Like thunderclouds changing to sunny sky weather. Mary and Thomas and Peter came by to tell me that Jesus, the Lord, was alive. I had to be glad after that, don't you see? Well, here is the way that it happened to me. I love this book. Many Easters ago, when the evening was smoggy and murky and muggy and filthy and foggy, I was walking and coughing and blowing my nose and sneezing and slipping and stubbing my toes. I didn't get up. Why should I have tried? Those were the days when my Jesus had died. I didn't care. I just didn't care. But suddenly Mary was at my side, pinching my ear and pulling my hair and grinning as white as a whole piece of pie. Matthias, she said, Matthias, don't hide. I saw Jesus, and he's alive. Then she told me a story that I couldn't miss. Matthias, she said, I was standing beside his empty grave and making 2 fists. When a man came by, well, I jumped and I cried, Hey, mister, hey, you, what did you do? Where did you take my Jesus to? But the man said my name. Mary, he said. Matthias, our Jesus, he isn't dead. He's alive. He's the one who said Mary to me. Matthias, get up and come running to see. Then Mary left dancing and singing with glee. Well, Mary was happy, but what about me? I didn't see Jesus the Lord, don't you see? Or touched his right hand or his shoulder, who knows? It might have been someone else wearing his clothes. I didn't get up, I just didn't care. No one had proved to me he was there. But then another man happened by. Thomas. He was grinning like 2 pieces of pie. Matthias, he said, Matthias, you ape? Our Jesus just walked through a purple drape. And here you lie like a sack on your back. Listen, he said, and I'll tell you a lot. The doors on your bedroom were firmly locked. We were hiding inside, ashamed and afraid. Then the soldiers rounded us up in a raid. John said to Jesus, he had been there before, but I said, you liar, for I wanted more. I wanted to touch him, and then I was sore that they had all forgotten about me before. Oh, good picture. But Matthias, guess what? The windows are shuttered as tight as a nut, and Jesus walked straight through the drape all the same. Thomas, he said, he called me by name. Oh, I crawled in the corner with shame. Touch me, he said. And see, I'm the same who went to the cross for you, Thomas, and died. Matthias, Matthias, I wanted to hide, but I touched his hands, his feet, and his side, and he was the Christ, our Lord and our God. Matthias, you ape, get up off the sod. Dance, laugh, and cheer, make it perfectly clear to all that you meet that the Lord's on his feet. And Thomas went dancing on down the road, laughing and skipping and crying aloud, alive. Alive. Our Jesus is alive. Now what they were saying was getting to me, and I was as hungry could be. And before I could rise to get something to eat, Peter came by in his stocking feet. Matthias, he cooked us our breakfast, he said, some fish and some wine and a small slice of bread. Enough to last us forever, he said, and he told me to tell you this glorious news. Why he didn't even have time to put on his shoes. Then 70 people came running to say, Matthias, Matthias, get up right away. And I did. Sam? I stood on my toes. I laughed, danced, and cheered and went running with those who know what every last Christian knows, that Jesus the Christ is alive. Bless me, I grinned like 5 pieces of pie. Well, I don't know about you, friends, but I want to share with people this week that Jesus is alive, and I also want to eat a piece of pie. God bless you, and I will talk to you soon.